What's up, beautiful people? I just finished replacing my entire staff with AI agents and my business makes way more revenue. Seriously, I only have employees that manage AI agents now, and in this video, I'm gonna go over the 5 most important ones that you need in your real estate investing business today. Number 1, the lead hunter. Now this one I made for me to specifically find real estate agents, but you can do this exactly the same way with sellers, right? So my agent lead hunter finds agents, it goes out and pulls agents from places like brokerage websites, PropStream, Batch Leads, Privy, anywhere that lists agent information. If you can, get it from the MLS, right? Wherever you can find it, that's gonna be a good place. Then it cleans the data and uploads it to my CRM. Once it has the names, phone numbers, emails, and where they are, it uploads them into my CRM, SimpleSend. Then it goes into SimpleSend and starts the campaigns that start automatically sending out texting, right? So first, it's gonna go in there, upload the list, then it's gonna start a campaign with the outreach texts that are already made in SimpleSend, and then it starts looking at the replies and responding as you start booking intro calls with yourself. So it starts the campaign that starts sending out texts, the agents respond, then the AI starts responding as you by text and decides if they're interested, cold, or just not wanting to do business, right? Then it sends them a Calendly link and sets up an intro call with you, and then you're good. You've got your intro call with agents and you start building leads that way. And you don't even have to touch anything. It can do this 24/7 if you like. I'd recommend it in business hours, but it can do it as long as you would like. So here's probably what you're gonna need for this. You're gonna need PropStream and Batch Leads, obviously. You're gonna need something like Appify, Phantom Buster, or Clay to scrape those brokerage websites and enrich the contact info. Then you're gonna need something like SimpleSend, my CRM, that's able to send and receive SMS and has the campaigns already set up. You can also do the scheduling within SimpleSend, but having something like Calendly and Google Calendar for booking those intro calls is gonna be really good. And then obviously everyone wants to know the AI brain, right? You need whatever AI model you're gonna use in order to make this happen. I personally love ChatGPT 5. It's just my personal favorite just because it's, the original. And then you're gonna need something like N8N to glue everything together, right? You need something that makes all these programs work together, and N8N is my personal favorite. It's the best one with AI. So here's employee number 2, the Dispo Specialist, the cash buyer builder. This employee builds and maintains the cash buyer list and gets deals in front of them automatically. Here's what it does. It finds potential buyers, it pulls or scrapes data from tax records, PropStream, Batch Leads, all of these places you can connect with N8N to things like ChatGPT to be able to start searching for this data. Then it's gonna clean all the data, standardize the names, first name, last name, emails, phone numbers, and what markets they're buying in, because it can tell where it just bought. Then it's gonna add tags in SimpleSend like the market, the price range, strategy, property types, everything, because it's doing research on all the properties they've ever bought, right? It's not just one, it's all of them. Then it stores them in the buyer database. Obviously, they create an Excel file sheet. Then it uploads to SimpleSend, my CRM, and it is set up once you upload into SimpleSend to send out a campaign that says, hey, we just want to see if you're looking for more. Saw you bought 123 Main Street. I have a bunch of properties in that area. Would you be interested in getting more deals? It then knows how to respond to them, get all their criteria, make sure it's what they found online, just in case it made a mistake, and then recategorizes them, retags them in SimpleSend so that whenever you get a property, it sends to people who have bought properties just like the one you're trying to sell in that moment. So again, just a quick tech stack, because I want you guys to know what you would need to build this. It's gonna be PropStream, Batch Leads, Appify, or Clay or Phantom Buster to get the info, right? Those are scraper websites. Then you're gonna need a database CRM. My favorite is SimpleSend, obviously, but there are tons of real estate CRMs out there. You're gonna need something like MailChimp, something that does email blasts. SimpleSend will be able to do the SMS blasts. And then you're gonna need an AI brain. I just love ChatGPT, it's my favorite. So you see, like, I'm gonna be using a lot of the same tools with every single AI bot. It's not even that complicated, guys. There aren't that many tools you need to be able to create VA employees. These aren't complicated tasks, right? So it's just all of these plus n8n that merges them together, and you'll see it's like the same tech stack for each one. Number 3 is the Underwriter. This one is the one that will just start comping like crazy and give you buy prices immediately. Now, what I do is I have the AI use my own calculator because I think my calculator is more, or it's better than just like a simple percent of ARV. But for those doing percent of ARV or P minus rehab, you can program this into the bot so it automatically spits out a number to you. I just like it where the bot goes and uses my flipping calculator. It's just my personal preference. So I have it, paste an address in, and then once that address is in, I give it, it starts looking up the basic property info, square footage, bed and bath, all of that. Then it goes and starts looking at comps around the area and comes up with comps based on verified appraisal rules that I have put into ChatGPT. Then it takes that ARV, because it goes in there, looks at photos, makes sure that we're using the best comps possible, and then it takes that ARV, puts it in my flipping calculator, puts in the data in order to spit out a buy number that it then brings to me, right? I used to spend hours a day underwriting, learning how to underwrite. And now I have a bot that does it in minutes. It's insane. It's insane what technology is able to do now. And so to like recap, it's comping everything. It's making sure we're not using bad comp. It's adjusting for everything, beds, baths, square footage, whether it's near a highway, whether commercial is surrounding it. It is finding everything you would ever need, and it knows how to look in a subdivision, guys. It is beautiful. It knows exactly how to come up with ARV a lot better than any of my employees, right? Took me a year to learn this. I taught the AI bot in a day. And honestly, it's the same tech stack as we had before. So really, these things are super simple. I just know you guys need these bots. Number 4, the Bookkeeper. AI employee number 4 is the Bookkeeper. It's the one that quietly saves sanity. Here's its job description. It pulls transactions from every single bank and every single credit card related to the business. It categorizes everything according to your chart of accounts, flags anything weird or unclear, and generates simple reports so your CPA isn't guessing at tax time. It's also going through my QuickBooks and categorizing everything in there. Through my that accounting software, QuickBooks, it connects to the banks, and then it auto-categorizes most of them. It looks at the vendors, it looks at the memos and past behavior and says, this is marketing because I've seen it as marketing in Jonah's past bookkeeping, right? So it actually, when you're first training it, it analyzes all the data from your old bookkeeper that was a human and then starts categorizing as they categorize, right? It's incredible. It's really nuts. And so it'll obviously not know how to do everything because even your bookkeeper won't know every single charge. So every once in a while, it'll generate an end of month report. It'll ask you questions like, hey, was this Home Depot for materials or tools? Is this subscription business or personal? And then you just got to answer those questions at the end of the month. So then it can create short summaries of the balance sheet for the business, the P&L, and all that good stuff, and tells you kind of where your cash flow is, what you've been spending a lot of money on, what you might want to cut. It suggests things for me too, guys, because I programmed it that way. It's pretty nuts. And once my accountant looks at it, it's already basically ready to go, right? The last one, number 5, the Closer Impersonator. This is the advanced one. This took a long time. I call it the Closer Impersonator. This AI steps in when your closer can't. After hours, in a meeting, on vacation, it still sounds like your brand. Now, I'm doing this ethically, with consent. My team knows we're cloning their voices, and I'm not using this to mislead people. You also want to follow whatever disclosure and telemarketing rules apply in your area. So for instance, I start with, hey, this isn't actually Femi or Jonah. This is an AI bot who's going to respond as him because he's gone. Now, a lot of people don't like that, but I do it so that I'm transparent and safe, and it'll get them a lot of the info that they need. 95% of people hang up, but I still created it just for those people who want to talk to it, right? So you got to feed it a voice, some call flows, and it picks up the phone when your closers can't. It follows a real estate script that I give it, right? It follows every single line of the script. my intro call script, my follow-up scripts. It knows the qualification questions, and it can overcome basic objections. Now, it's not going to give offers, but it can get a lot of preliminary info to set up stuff with the closer, right? So it knows how to book appointments. It can connect to a Calendly that makes it where my closer can call that person whenever it's necessary. And it does a lot to help out the closer to keep on track of things. The main thing I use it for is handling text conversations, honestly. The voice, most people hang up after that little disclosure. I like giving the disclosure because I don't know how legal that can get if somebody is being impersonated, even with their consent. So I mainly have it do text messaging. Replies in the closer's tone, answers common questions, gathers basic info, and then pushes towards a call. And all of this is orchestrated with N8N again. And should the human closer answer or should the AI closer pick it up, it doesn't matter. It knows how to turn off when your closer is working, and it knows how to turn on when it needs to. It's a pretty cool tool. I highly, highly recommend having this because then your closer can focus on what he needs to be doing, closing. He's not organizing things. He's not making tasks. This is all being organized by the AI, so it's like a lead manager on crack. So how hard is all of this really? Like, could I actually do this? Because I get it, you're watching this video and you're like, I have no idea if I can do this or not. But let me tell you something, you can, because I figured it out. And I'm not a huge tech guy, I've never coded in my entire life. So here's my breakdown for each bot. The lead hunter that I talked about at the very beginning, I think that's beginner. You could get that done in 1 to 2 weekends, honestly. If you just focused in for 1 to 2 weekends, you could create that. The Dispo Specialist, also beginner. You could do the basic tagging and the basic collecting of info within a weekend, and then maybe 2 or 3 more for it to be able to blast and match it with different criteria. The Underwriter, depends what you want it to do. Really easy to turn into comping. A little bit harder to give you a buy number. You're just gonna have to have a flipping calculator or some really reliable way of getting a buy number. Bookkeeper, that's a little bit more intermediate because you have to connect it with a bunch of tools. I'd say that it'll take a month. The closer impersonator, that's the hardest one. I'd say that's advanced. That'll take you 6 weeks, 2 months to really make that good. You really, though, I want to emphasize, this is not being a programmer. I don't know much about tech. Here's what you just need to be willing to do. You need to learn one automation tool. My personal favorite is N8N. I recommend tons of N8N boot camps. You should do those. Learn how to write clear, detailed prompts that ChatGPT knows, and spend a little time testing and refining instead of treating it like a magic button. So those are the 5 AI employees that I built in my business right now that are running it to the T. If you guys want me to do a full build video on any one of these, where I literally walk you through N8N, the prompts, the tools, everything, drop a comment with the AI employee you want broken down step by step. And if any of these feel too complicated, right? Like if it's still not broken down clearly enough and you want my team to build the bot, click the link in the bio to schedule a time with me to talk about it. It's a little bit pricey, but if you have more money than time, I just highly recommend having my team do it for you. But if you're that poor kid really trying to get in the game, I'm gonna drop all the free knowledge so you're able to do this. And please hit like so that more investors and agents can see this. Subscribe for more content on these bots and being able to make it in your business, and share with any wholesalers, real estate agents, real estate investors, because the people who are gonna win in 2026 are going to have these bots. I promise you. It is not gonna be the people using virtual assistants. It's gonna be the people who are using AI to bring their business into the future. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.